Good morning. It's that time of the week for a farm update. Let's jump into it. But we got a special treat for you guys this morning. We got guests that are actually gonna go around with me and do this tour, let out the birds. Let's introduce these guys. Longtime vlog fans. What's your name?
Lily.
Ooh, we got a Lily. I think I can remember that. What's your name, buddy?
Miller.
Give me 5, Miller. What's your name?
Bobby.
Okay.
And I'm Stacy.
Okay, cool. And you said we've been talking, they do something very similar to this, so they're excited to see this live, and they'll be asking questions as we go, and I'll be addressing those. There are probably questions you guys may have too. So, like, his chickens are not tilling as good as this. This is gone. Like, this is totally tilled. There's no vegetation in there. Save a rogue plant like that, but that could be easily pulled up, okay? Save these sunflowers, but who wants to pull those up? They're so beautiful. So if you have that problem, it's basically you don't have enough chickens, or the area is too big. So condense the area for the amount of chickens. They'll speed it up. Okay, really, it's 50 square feet per chicken and about 4 to 8 weeks. Okay, for a till job. So if they're not doing the job you want, because maybe it's hot, they're in Texas, so the birds are up during the day, and then they only come out in the morning and evening. That's normal, but that means you might even gonna have to condense it even more than usual. Who wants to let out the dinos? Okay, Lily. This fence is off. Okay. Go ahead. They also wondered, do I worry about, yeah, just throw them over there. And then you can go in there with them if you want, and just unlatch it and let them off.
You ready now?
So the fence is off, but they also wondered about liability with this fence. If you're in a more public area, are people gonna touch it? Well, if they touch it, they'll never touch it again. It won't kill them, certainly. It won't even really hurt them. It'll just kind of alarm them again, enough to not want to do that again. This is T-Bag's posse, which, by the way, T-Bag and his posse are doing great.
There you go. Yeah. Hey, guys.
What you're going to start noticing today, just ever so slightly, is some downhill decline. These plants have climaxed, especially up here. They're getting close to climax, especially right here. But look what that means. It's okay that these are dying back. Look, the pumpkins are good. Let's go on to Donald's posse. The kids' playhouse.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready, Miller.
Do it, buddy. Nice and slow. Let it down.
Just let it down. They're gonna come out. Don't be scared. Woo!
Yeah. Check everybody out.
Oh, look, I forgot to put their feet out. They're gonna be mad at me. It's gonna be a riot. It's gonna be a riot. Watch out, Miller. The new chicks, they're too big to go into the crib now, so they're eating with the big guys. I've upped the feed. Okay, I want you guys to know something about this chickshaw. One thing that you see, really all you guys see, is the cage fight when I let out the birds, and they're all crowded up in here. This is a 6x6 area. It looks smaller on the video than what it actually is, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, look at this big guy. I mean, this is a big, strong guy. And look. I think he could go in that chickshaw. I wonder how many of you we could fit in that chickshaw.
Probably 10.
Yeah, 10. I'd say so. There's plenty of room in there.
Morning.
Good morning. They're so happy to see you. There's another Lily here.
There's two
And
Lilies.
she feels like she's dreaming because she's been watching you on the show.
Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown, I think you're just waking up, huh, man?
Yeah, he woke up like 5 minutes ago. I was like, outside, outside, outside.
You
I was
gotta
like,
go.
okay.
Okay, guys, who wants to water the greenhouse plants? I know it's not as exciting as putting out the dinos. Miller, you're the water boy. You ready? I'm gonna turn it on right here. Whoa!
Nice job, Miller. Good job, Miller. Look at you. You think you've done this before?
Update on the greenhouse. These plants, they're all jamming. They're all just doing wonderful. They're actually going out this coming week, so probably Sunday-ish is the plan. The volunteer squash is killing it in here. We can't even walk in here. Comfrey doing great. But I should say, there's not a whole lot going on right now, you may have noticed. Hey, on the 10-hour farmstead, it really is that. Working less than 10 hours on the farm, work during the day, you know, have an hour in the weekday, maybe a big project on the weekend. But when you farm like this, you're starting seeds and seed blocks. There's really not much to do but to water it. When you're using chickens to do most of your gardening work, and then electric poultry nets and move everybody around to different garden jobs, and then mulch, no weeding, no tilling, no fertilizing, cuts out a lot of the labor, and pretty much we're keeping ourselves busy now by harvesting. How's it going in there, Miller?
Good.
Now this is not nearly as exciting as letting out the dinos, is it?
No.
Would you rather water plants or let out the turkeys?
Let out the turkey.
Yeah, I figured. You're the chicken whisperer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well what about the turkey whisperer?
You gonna be the turkey whisperer?
Yeah.
Because I see y'all have pointed out that one of the turkeys didn't get up last night and is out. So you know what that means?
What?
We're gonna have to catch turkey. You kind of scare it into the middle. There you go. Bobby's getting into it.
Come on. Lily's gonna get him, but we just gotta walk him over and oh, stop. Come over there, we go. I think one pull. Come on, come in. Come in.
I'm gonna help Miller. I'm gonna help Miller's flank. See? Oh, no, come on. Yeah, they're starting to gobble now.
Lily, do you pet turkeys
Here?
anymore?
Open it all the way. Okay, it's definitely not a cage fight with the turkeys.
Come on.
They're like half the aggression as dinos. Turkeys are doing great. I was telling these folks, they're so easy. They're so timid. They do have a different role. He's seeing my grass out here and he's observing that they don't till. And that's right, but they still have a role here. Look how well they mow this. So you don't get turkeys if you want an area to be tilled, but if you have plenty of pasture or something like that, they can get so much of their food off the land, I've noticed. They barely eat their feed, guys. I mean, the dinos, they would already had this down. 12 dinos would have killed this already. Okay, so I appreciate you guys eating so much of your food off the land. And look, they're growing very nicely. All right, Bobby, put your finger, here, yeah, you can pour it, and I'll put my finger over this. We've lost the cap. Okay, Lily, pour it in there, girl. Look, they're waiting on you. They're saying, come on, hurry up. Give us a gobble, guys, give us a gobble. I like this, see? She's like our Lily. She's half princess, half cowgirl. She's got the nail polish on, but she's still not afraid to grab a hold of the turkey feed. I do not mix my own feed for turkeys. I don't have to do that much creative, I'm finding out. Just give them some pasture. I could maybe move them more often. They would get even more from the land. But at first, I'll tell you, I was so afraid. Seeing the way chickens eat, I thought, oh my gosh, they're gonna break my bank, these turkeys. It's not been the case. It's been absolutely wonderful. The little amount of imported feed they eat. See, this is just crazy. Okay, Bobby, you play soccer?
We play some soccer.
Okay, let's kick that ball over the fence, over that one. Let's get it back. But let's have a little fun with it. Why just pick it up and carry it, right?
Right.
When we can have a competition.
Hope I don't slip on the grass.
Oh!
Look at that.
Somebody's played soccer before. Okay, so this is crop garden number 1. Heavily mulched in here, so it's doing fine. We planted the plants down way deep down in it. We've got some Mad Maxes, I guess. These are gonna be huge. These are like supposed to be 200-300 pound pumpkins. This is gonna be great. We also have cooking pumpkins that are in, man. My mouth is watering. I see pumpkin pie in my future. Look, see the die-off there? That's totally normal. There's a close-up of a die-off. The sunflowers. Okay, Bobby, we gotta get you in here on the sunflowers. Bobby was saying, what's this? It's spaghetti squash. It's not yet mature. It's still white. There's a bigger one down there. How tall are you, Bobby?
I'm about 5'9" tall.
Okay, so plus Miller.
Plus Miller.
You're like 6.5 feet tall. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Whoo, that must be 10, 11 feet tall. What do you say? So the sunflowers are jamming. Check it out. There's just some perspective. Okay, crop garden number 2. It's jamming if you like lamb's quarter. We still got some things in there. I guess this is our jungle garden. And Beauty and the kids were down in there yesterday. There's some really good stuff going on back down in there. Here, let me crawl in there. Look, we got stuff all up in here. I like how the squash is using the weeds as a trellis, and it's climbing up, okay? I'm gonna try to let these kids get in here and see this pumpkin system. Look at those pumpkins back in there, guys. And the tomatoes are going great up on that pole. Look behind you, Lily. See the tomatoes? You kind of have to look around and hunt stuff in here. It's so wild and crazy. Do y'all see those big pumpkins?
Yeah.
Look at this. I don't even think these are Mad Maxes. I don't even think these are the big pumpkins. But they're just doing so good. It's so fertile down here in this area. Up here we have my beloved crop garden system. Some of this stuff getting mature. There's gonna be plenty of fruits in there. Look, see? More spaghetti squash. Okay, the tomatoes are jamming in here. Buckwheat, oh my gosh, I'm not sure I've seen buckwheat that tall. Probably about 5.5 feet. Loving this soil. The chickens were on this ground for a really long time. And we did a compost run in here, so it's really fertile ground. That'll really tell us a lesson. Keep chickens in the area long, make some compost on top of it, spread that compost out, and you'll get this. This is an absolute winner. Look, it's about coming into fruition. It's gonna be a good grain source for the chickens when they come back through here. Got a little tiny pumpkin coming in here right there, guys. Also over here, look, my favorite, butternut squash. It's time for another move. Actually, it's time to get you guys with the main flock. So guys, I'm gonna tell you when we move the main flock, okay? And this week, we're gonna move you up with them because I could tell Mama's done. Okay, Bobby and Chidlers, let's move this thing actually.
Do it. Where are we moving to? Oh, sorry, Mr. Brown scared me, buddy.
All right, lay the stick on, lay the prop on there, yeah? All right. Okay, Bobby gets to pull it. Just do it easy so we don't run over any chicks. He gets the honor of pulling the pasture poultry pen.
Come on, Muscles.
I know, this is heavy.
Come on, Earth's Gym here. The pasture poultry pen feature. They're so excited about the new grass. Okay, one more foot, Bobby.
Man, that last little bit.
You don't need a gym membership, man.
Not at all.
When you have a pasture poultry pen, compost piles to turn, stalls to muck, mulch just sling around. Okay, there you go, buddy. Good job. Okay, there's the house. We're walking down the road to check on the potatoes, and there are all kinds of squash just growing up here beside the road. Yet another jungle. The potato experiment. I don't know if there's much to talk about here, except they are ready. They've died off. They're gone. We just got to get in here and dig them up. Oh yeah, there's some residue. Oh, there's one sticking up out of the ground. Lily's got a worm. Talk about princess cowgirl right here. Princess dress playing with a worm. This is great. You gonna feed it to the chickens? No, you're gonna keep it as a pet, aren't you? Okay, coming out to check on the sweet potatoes. Willow's visual legacy here. Doing great, thank you very much, Willow. There's some weeds coming up in there, but the sweet potatoes are also spreading and doing really good. I'm happy for them, and I think they're gonna make it. Oh, I have the Energizer out here on them still. I guess we don't need that. I can turn that off. That was to keep the cows out of it. Bobby and others have been asking me about some Energizers, really. It's really simple. On the right side, you see a red knob. You hook up a wire to that red knob. This is just a dinky donk. Look, I even strapped it together right there. Electric fence. And that red knob, you run your wire to the fence. Okay, and I just twisted it on there. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. And there, you could have run your wire to the electric poultry net there. Black knob is your grounding rod. You run a wire, I think the grounding rod is behind it. So here's the grounding rod, and it's just connected with a clamp, just a rod wire clamp, and that's it. Then you turn it on, and it's good. Here are the blueberries. I forgot to come and show you guys this down here in zone 2, 3-ish, because they don't need much. I mean, they've been mulched, they've already had their fruit. We got a little bit off of them the first time, but the mulch is keeping the jungle away, and they're doing fine. I saw you slept in this morning, huh? You feeling good? You missed our guests? You pretty sad about that? Okay, I do love those shoes though. Nice shoes.
I can even make them move, see?
And Josiah has discovered Snapchat. I think it's his one. If you ever wonder what Josiah looks like with one eye, there it is. And if you ever want to know what Josiah looks like as a dragon, a fire-breathing dragon, there it is. All the chidlers love this, but Josiah especially. Thank you, JD, for getting us on Snapchat. I don't know if we're going to start using Snapchat or not, but I'm the Justin Rhodes TV. Look, a giraffe.
That's not a giraffe.
No, it's a cheetah.
Oh, a cheetah.
No, it's a jaguar.
Oh, it's a jaguar.
And we like the cool dude. With the shades and the faded lips. Ooh, the frog. Puppy dog. Now I gotta put the trimming back. Remember last night's fiasco with the cricket? Yeah, time to clean it up. We did have a great night's sleep though. I think it looks okay. Yeah, it's okay.